Hey, I'm Dr. Terrence Espinosa, and this is a brief video showing you how to use netbible.org. You can also get here through bible.org. The Net Bible is a project by a number of scholars, all affiliated or educated at Dallas Theological Seminary. So the translation will reflect kind of that theological tendency, the real strength of the Bible, twofold. One, when it was created, this is early internet. I taught for 18 years. I've been teaching for 18 years. And I remember when this happened, this is one of the first Bible translations to vow to be available online for free, always and forever. That was their goal. So they call it net, like early internets, that whole early graphic explaining that. But it's a new English translation. And they said it's always free. You can buy hard copies, but it'll always be available for free online for people anywhere to access, which is just a really noble thing to do. The other real advantage is they're transparent on their decisions. So where we disagree on interpretation or theology, they'll give you a note. And so if you have the hard copy, there's lots of footnotes per page. But here at netbible.org, you have, it opens up to Matthew 1:1, and there's a footnote here, just opening words. And on this page, you go over here, and the net notes are right there. So they have this note saying Biblos, without the article, translated definite due to this polis, this corollary, this whole thing. So they have some technical translation notes. Why do they translate this way? Here's why. That's great. They have another note here that will give you more information. And then the other advantage is they give you what's called a text critical note. So right here, TC, text critical note. They're saying that Asaph is spelled Asa in some of the earliest documents we have. So there's a textual variant here. Is it Asa or Asaph? They went with Asa. It's a whole technical thing, which if that doesn't make sense to you, don't worry about it. It's fine. But they're transparent on information. There are so many notes in that Bible. It's really, it's not quite a commentary, but it's one of the first places I look when I'm looking at a new passage of scripture, just to get, it's like a Wikipedia written by doctors. So that's excellent there. And again, with translations, even when we disagree with their translation, it'll tell you why they went the way they did, which is really just an excellent thing to do. That's NetBible, netbible.org, excellent resource. For us, if we're looking for language resource, besides those notes, which again are outstanding and worth it, they also on this page will let you look at the Bible in Greek or Hebrew. They'll provide a Greek Hebrew text for you. So here we're in Matthew, so it opens to Matthew. And if you mouse over a word, it'll highlight that word. Let's go to the genealogy and find one where words aren't quite as repeated. So we're in verse 18. There we are. So you mouse over a word in English and it highlights it in Greek. You can do the same thing in Greek and it'll highlight it in English. In either case, when you, oh, look at that. So the information there. If you want to, let's click on a word, Christou, right? Christos, Christ. They will give you some technical information, and they'll give you some basic definitions. That's nice. Let's go down. Here we are. Another technical information for you, and then some basic definitions to help you with translation. Okay, so this is what you can do. English on one side, Greek on the other. You can also, if you want to look at the Old Testament, go to an Old Testament passage. Just go to Genesis, and then let's see if we can do Hebrew here. Oh, what did I do? Genesis 1. Oh, where we are. Genesis 1:1. And Hebrew automatically changes to Hebrew over here. So you have the notes right there if you want to read the notes, which are excellent. The Hebrew Bible, excellent Hebrew Bible here. The vowels aren't printed, so it's a little less useful. Oh boy, what did I do? I went this. Oh, I see. Did we go? Yeah, there we are. Full circle. Okay, Hebrew. But the highlighting is nice, and again, they give you this pop-up dictionary to help you with words. So it's useful to a degree. Hebrew is a language that will stick words together, much like German does. So there's kind of that issue once in a while. But it's an excellent resource. It's for free online, and if you want to look at the Bible, it's a good way to go. So that's how you can look at the Greek and English, the Hebrew and English. You can mouse around and see the lexicon definitions they're giving us. I'm trying to find out. I can't find out right now online, but I'm asking them what the basis is for the definitions. So does this come from Mounts or Vines or BDB or some? It doesn't say. So that's another thing to be aware of. If they don't cite their sources, that's a little not suspect, but just, you want to vet your translations with a properly cited resource. But they still do give information here that's useful if you are translating. So that's notbible.org. There's plenty more here, but that's what I wanted to focus on today. All right, well, we'll talk to you next time. God bless you. Bye.